In the opening scene, a man and his ex-wife exchange words with each other. We then see that in the office of John and Jeremy, who are divorce mediators, who managed to get the couples to split their shared possessions amicably. In the next scene, we see them excited about it being wedding season. Yeah, we get to know that they crash weddings to meet and have sex with women. We are then shown a montage of John and Jeremy going to weddings, using different identities, dancing with the ladies they meet there and subsequently sleeping with them. After a successful wedding crashing, Jeremy sat with John, who questions the morality of their lifestyle, but Jeremy brushes him off, assuring him they are doing the right thing. To continue with the fun, Jeremy takes John to the wedding of the eldest daughter of the US Secretary of the Treasury, William Clary, disguised as brothers. There, John sees Claire, one of William's daughters, and is smitten by her beauty. He moved on to talk to her and they connected. While at the wedding, one of the ladies Jeremy had slept with at one of the weddings they crashed saw him and went up to him. Though scared about being caught, they managed to deceive her into believing he had an accident which left him deaf and dumb, and she left sympathizing with them. At the wedding, John is met by William's wife, who flirted with him, and they danced together. He then went up to Williams and they had a talk. Williams then showed his son Todd to John, who is homosexual and is laid back in life. We then see Jeremy dancing with one of William's daughters. He skillfully led her out of the wedding reception to a nearby beach, stating he's triggered by their conversation and will need to have time alone. John meets with Claire again and they talk about true love. When he saw the speech she would present as a maid of honor, he asked her to review it, but she refused. But on presenting her speech and seeing how bored it makes everyone feel, she kept it and decided to speak from her heart as he advised her, leaving everyone excited and her sister emotional. In the next scene, we see that Gloria and Jeremy had sex and she loved it, stating it was her first time. John and Claire reconnected after her speech, and as John moves to court Claire, he was interrupted by her boyfriend Zach, who kissed her, leaving him pained. Excited about her new man, Gloria requested Jeremy and John go on an extended weekend party at their family compound in Maryland. Jeremy, who doesn't want anything else from Gloria, declined but was forced to go by Jeremy, who loved the idea of getting closer to Claire. As they arrived, William requested they play a game of touch football as the family tradition. As they play, Zach repeatedly injures Jeremy, which led to Gloria picking him up to tend to his wounds. As she tends to his wounds, she tried getting down with him but he refused, now becoming overwhelmed by obsession with him and amazed at her boldness since she was a virgin when they met. This got her infuriated and she applied pressure on his wound, hurting him further. He later calmed her down and they walked out of the bed from holding hands. Her father saw them and instructed Jeremy not to break his daughter's heart. As they prepared to have dinner with the family, Jeremy gave a bottle of eye drop to John to pour in Zach's food so he gets sick and John gets time to spend with Claire. At the table, as they say the blessing, John carried out his scheme. The effect of the eye drop kicked in and Zach left the table feeling nauseous. As they eat, Todd is mocked by his grandma for being gay, causing him to storm off. When John got to his room, he was met by William's wife, who flirted with him, asking him to touch her teeth but later moved away in disgust, calling him a pervert. John then meets with Claire outside, and as they talk, they were interrupted by her dad, who stated Zach is sick and should be checked on. As Claire meets Zach, who is vomiting and writhing in pain, we get to know their relationship isn't doing so well. At night, Laura meets with Jeremy, tied him to the bed and tried forcing him to have sex with her. He refused as she got violent, but as usual, he calmed her down. Still tied to the bed, Todd also tried forcing himself on Jeremy, but was interrupted by Williams, who came in to have a talk with Jeremy. The next morning, Jeremy, having had enough, asked that John lives with him, but John refused, stating they haven't finished yet, and Jeremy agreed to stick with him. There, they confessed their love for each other. In the next scene, the still sick Zach called a friend to have John and Jeremy investigated. Yeah, we get to know Zach is unfaithful and doesn't care about Claire. John and Claire continue to bond the next day on a sailing trip, and to hurt them, Zach takes the men on a hunting trip and pranks them, resulting in Jeremy getting shot in the buttocks. While Jeremy recovers, John and Claire go on a bike ride to a secluded beach. Claire finally admits she's not sure how she feels about Zach and ends up kissing John passionately. Meanwhile, Gloria tends to Jeremy's wound and reveals to him that she's not a virgin as she initially told him. This made Jeremy realize he has been played and he may be in love with her. Jealous of John's closeness to Claire, Zach announced to the family that he and Claire will be getting married soon. The confused Claire leaves to process the situation. John met her outside and talks about his feeling. He then sees Jeremy being chased out of the house and the truth about their identity was revealed to the family. With the truth revealed, Williams was forced to send him out of his house. After several months of John being ignored by Claire, he proposed that Jeremy joins him to sneak into an engagement party. Disguised as a waiter, John went expecting Jeremy to aid him but was caught and beaten by Zack. Angry at his friend, he confronted him for abandoning him. There, he saw Gloria with him and learns that Jeremy has secretly continued his relationship with Gloria. Betrayed and heartbroken, John spirals into depression. We are then shown a montage of John crashing weddings alone angrily and becoming nihilistic. Meanwhile, as Claire and Zack plan their wedding, Claire's doubts grow. Jerry proposes to Gloria, to which she accepts, and he moves to ask John to be his best man, but John turns him away. John visited Jeremy's former wedding crashing mentor Chaz, who convinced John to crash a funeral with him. At the funeral, John reconsiders his belief in love and marriage after seeing the grieving widow. He then rushes to Jeremy's wedding and joins the wedding to Jeremy's delight. Claire is upset by his appearance, prompting John to express regret for his past behavior, and he professes his love for her in front of the congregation. Zack interrupts, but Claire finally tells him she cannot marry him. He then tries to attack John, but Jeremy intervenes and knocks him out, and John and Claire kissed. After the wedding, the two couples drove away from the ceremony, discussing crashing another wedding together. Subscribe for more videos like this. Leave a comment behind and pound the notification icon. Thanks for watching.